It's always a shame when a mouse is great to use but not so pleasant to look at. That may not be the case for you here, as the transparent plastic look that the Roccat Kone XP sports definitely took off in the late 90s for a reason. But this mouse definitely looks a little dated, and perhaps cheap, because of it. It hardly feels cheap, though, as it seamlessly melds into the hand, regardless of your grip style, and presents you with a banquet of highly customizable buttons that are easy to reach without straining. The Roccat Swarm software is also robust, even if some of its lighting features come across as smoke and mirrors. The RGB here is definitely aggressive, but actually using this mouse is an experience that's difficult for even the best gaming mice to top. Its transparent plastic body and 3 AIMO RGB zones made one of our editors call it ugly as sin when they saw it on my desk. Another editor thought it looked cool, pointing out his 9-year-old would love it. Whether you share the aesthetic sensibilities of a 9-year-old is your business, and not necessarily a bad thing. There is still something to be said for being able to see your device's hardware bits through the shell, even if time has largely left that late 90s/early zeros trend behind. But this mouse definitely screams gamer, and the transparent plastic makes it look cheaper than I'd expect from a $90 peripheral. I do find it charming in much the same way I found my old see-through Indigo N64 controller charming, though. It's hard to be too harsh on the mouse's looks when it feels this good to use, though. The Roccat Kone XP is built to seamlessly fit into your hand regardless of whether you use a claw, fingertip, or palm grip. And while I naturally find myself gravitating towards a fingertip grip, pretty much every way I could hold this mouse felt seamless to me. I actually used a palm grip for much of my time with this mouse, as I found it was easy to just lay my hand on top of it and forget it was even there. Much of this is also probably due to the mouse's light 104 weight, but the thumb rest and body shape were among the most ergonomic I've tested. For me, even beating out some best productivity mouse contenders like the Microsoft Arc mouse. The Kone XP screams gaming thanks to its RGB, and it lives up to those impressions on every front. You can set up 5 different DPI levels, ranging from 50 to 19,000, then swap between them on the fly with either custom mapped buttons or the 2 default DPI switching buttons to the left of left click. That leaves you plenty of flexibility to adjust your needs based on game genre or even productivity. Although many high-level players suggest simply sticking to one setting and allowing muscle memory to develop for it. Still, DPI swapping is a standard feature on high-end mice, and something I appreciate for when I work and game on the same PC, and it's robustly implemented here. The polling rate here is also handled in an oddly similar way to the DPI, and that you can choose whether you want it to be 100 HZ, 250 HZ, 500 HZ, or 1000 HZ. There's little reason not to use the maximum polling rate here, as it simply affects how frequently the mouse reports its location to the computer. Higher polling rates can use slightly more processing power, though, and you might not notice the difference between it and something like 500 HZ or even 250 HZ. The Roccat Kone XP comes with Roccat Swarm, a robust software suite that allows you to select your DPI and polling rate, plus remap buttons and adjust lighting settings. So far, that's mostly standard fare. But Swarm goes beyond that. You can also increase or decrease the amount of time your mouse needs between inputs to register a double click, or change the speed your mouse will scroll both vertically and horizontally when in tilt mode, which activates when you press in the middle click key, at least by default. You can also adjust your Windows pointer settings here without needing to enter Windows' own mouse setting menu. Thank you everyone for watching us till the end. It would be a great pleasure for us if you were a little help with this video. Comment us below.